Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on you, as if unseen forces conspire against your success? It's a sensation that many of us know all too well, a feeling of being overwhelmed, of being under siege, of standing alone against a legion of invisible adversaries that seem bent on our downfall. It's as if we're in the midst of a grand battle, a cosmic skirmish where the stakes are immeasurably high. The battlefield is not one of dirt and stone, but of the soul and spirit. It's a struggle that unfolds not in the physical world, but within the depths of our hearts and minds. We face foes that are not of flesh and blood, but of fear, doubt, and despair. These adversaries are relentless, unyielding. They whisper in our ears, telling us we are not enough, that we are destined to fail, that our hopes and dreams are but illusions soon to be shattered. Yet in the heart of the storm, when the darkness seems all-encompassing, we are not alone. We are not abandoned. We are not left to face these trials and tribulations without aid. For there is a power, a force, a divine presence that stands with us, ready to guide us, to protect us, and to lend us the strength we need to prevail. This is the essence of our struggle. It's a test of faith, of resolve, of resilience. It's a challenge that pushes us to our limits, that demands the very best of us, that calls upon us to rise above our fears and doubts and to stand firm in the face of adversity. In moments like these, we find solace and strength in prayer. Prayer is our shield, our weapon, our beacon of hope in the dark. It's our call to arms, our battle cry, our declaration of defiance against the forces that seek our downfall. The battle begins, but we are not defenseless. We are warriors, spiritual warriors, and we are ready to fight. Psalm 109, a prayer for divine intervention and a plea for justice against deceitful adversaries. In the midst of life's battles, there is a psalm that resonates with every struggling heart. Psalm 109, a profound prayer of desperation, calling upon the divine for deliverance from those who wish us harm. This psalm, a plea for justice, is a cry from the heart of one in deep distress, one who is surrounded by foes, yet does not lose faith. It is a prayer that reminds us of our own battles, our own times of despair, and our own need for divine intervention. O God, whom I praise, do not remain silent, for wicked and deceitful men have opened their mouths against me. They have spoken against me with lying tongues. This is a plea for God to intervene, a call for the divine to not remain silent in the face of deceit and wickedness. It is a prayer filled with intensity, a desperate cry for justice against those who speak with lying tongues. With words of hatred they surround me. They attack me without cause. In return for my friendship they accuse me, but I am a man of prayer. The psalmist is surrounded by hatred and false accusations, yet he remains steadfast in his faith. He is a man of prayer, a man who knows the power of calling upon the divine in times of trouble. They repay me evil for good, and hatred for my friendship. Appoint an evil man to oppose him. Let an accuser stand at his right hand. Here the psalmist calls for divine justice. He asks for an evil man to oppose his enemies and for an accuser to stand at their right hand. He prays for the tables to be turned, for those who have caused him harm to face opposition themselves. But you, O sovereign Lord, deal well with me for your name's sake. Out of the goodness of your love, deliver me. In the midst of his desperation, the psalmist turns to God, asking for deliverance out of the goodness of his love. He knows that the sovereign Lord will deal well with him for his name's sake. This prayer, this psalm, is a testament to the power of faith in the midst of struggle. It is a reminder that in our deepest despair we can call upon the divine, trusting in his love and justice to deliver us from those who wish us harm. In the midst of struggle, we call upon the divine for intervention. Prayer, a tool not of the weak but of the strong, a spiritual warrior's weapon. In the face of adversity, when the odds seem to stack up against us, we often find ourselves turning to a power higher than ourselves. Prayer, a silent whisper of faith, has a strength that is often underestimated. It is the invisible armor that shields us, the unbreakable sword that defends us. It is the rallying cry of spiritual warriors, a beacon of hope in the gloom of despair. For spiritual warriors, prayer is not just words uttered in solitude. It's a potent force, a spiritual conduit connecting us to the divine. It's a dialogue, a conversation with the universe, a call into the cosmos, and in return the cosmos listens, the universe responds, and the divine interacts. It is through this interaction that miracles are born, that mountains are moved, and that the impossible becomes possible. The power of prayer is not just a belief, it's an experience. It's the feeling of peace when chaos surrounds, the sense of strength when weakness threatens, the surge of hope when despair looms. It's the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that no matter what we face, we are not alone. We are backed by an infinite power, capable of transforming our reality, reshaping our destiny. In the midst of our struggles, prayer is our lifeline. When words fail us, when actions seem futile, prayer is our voice, our action. It is our declaration of faith, our affirmation of resilience. It is our testament to the power within us, the divine power that fuels us. But the power of prayer is not just in the speaking, but in the listening. It's in the silence that follows the spoken words, in the stillness that comes after the storm. It's in the quiet moments of reflection, of revelation, of realization. It's in these moments that we hear the whispers of the divine, the echoes of our own strength, the symphony of the universe. The power of prayer is our shield and sword in the battles we face. The struggle does not end with a single prayer. It is a constant battle, a continuous journey. Life is a ceaseless voyage, an infinite dance of light and shadow. Our path is strewn with trials and tribulations, challenges that test our mettle, refining us like gold in the furnace of adversity. Darkness may encroach upon our path, yet it is in the face of this darkness that our faith becomes our beacon, guiding us through the storm. As spiritual warriors, we recognize that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual forces of evil. The battlefield is not of this world, but within our hearts and minds. The enemy does not carry a sword, but a whisper of doubt, a seed of fear. Our armor is our faith, our weapon is our prayer. Each prayer we utter is a declaration of defiance against the forces that seek our downfall. It is a proclamation of our unwavering trust in the divine, a testament to our resilience. Yet the struggle does not cease with the utterance of a prayer. It is an ongoing process, a continuous battle. Each day brings a new challenge, a new opportunity to prove our faith. The journey is long and the path is arduous, but we march forward undeterred. Persistence is key. We must pray without ceasing, for our prayers are the fuel that ignite the divine spark within us. They are the whispers that carry our hopes and dreams to the heavens, the cries that echo in the heart of the divine. Remember, it is not the intensity of our struggle that defines us, but the strength of our response. It is not the size of the storm that matters, but the steadfastness of our faith. It is not the depth of our despair, but the height of our hope. So let us continue our journey with courage and conviction. Let us face our struggles head-on, fortified by our faith and emboldened by our prayers. For it is through our struggles that we grow, through our trials that we triumph. In our journey, we find strength in our unwavering faith. Here we stand, spiritual warriors, armed with our prayers, ready to claim our victory. Victory. It's a sweet word, isn't it? It's the sound of triumph, the taste of success. But victory isn't just a destination. It's a journey, a path walked with faith, fought with prayers, and won with unwavering determination. Today we embark on this journey together, united by our shared belief in the power of prayer. Let's begin. Close your eyes, feel the strength that resides within you. Feel the armor of faith that shields you, the sword of truth that guides you. Now, imagine a light, brilliant, and warm, illuminating your path to victory. This is our prayer. This is our victory march. Almighty, we come before you today, spiritual warriors poised for battle. We put on the full armor of faith, ready to stand against those seeking our downfall. We raise our shields of truth, our swords of righteousness, and march forth in your name. Every word we speak, every prayer we utter, is a step towards victory. With each breath, we claim our triumph, not by our might, but by your grace. You who turns battles into victories, struggles into strengths, we stand in your presence, emboldened and empowered. We pray for wisdom, to discern the truth from the lies. We pray for strength, to stand firm when the winds of adversity blow. We pray for courage, to face our fears and conquer our doubts. Above all, we pray for faith, to believe in our victory, even when the odds are against us. Victory is not a fleeting moment of glory. It's a testament to our faith, our belief in your divine power. When we kneel in prayer, we rise in victory. When we surrender to you, we conquer the world. We claim this victory in your name. We declare that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We affirm that every tongue that rises against us in judgment, you will condemn. We believe that every obstacle in our path, you will remove. We know that every battle we fight, you will win. Victory is more than a conquest. It's a promise, a covenant between us and you. It's the assurance that no matter how fierce the battle, how dark the night, how steep the mountain, we will emerge victorious, for you are with us. Victory is ours, not because we are strong, not because we are many, but because we believe. We believe in your power, your promise, your presence. We believe in victory. Today, we stand on the precipice of victory, not in fear, but in faith. We look not at the giants before us, but at the God within us. We see not the obstacles, but the opportunities. We hear not the noise of the battle, but the song of victory. Victory is ours, claimed in faith and prayer. In the aftermath of battle, in the calm after the storm, we find peace. The air is charged with a serene stillness, a quiet testament to the struggle that has just transpired. The echoes of the war cries have faded, replaced by the gentle hum of tranquility. This is the aftermath, a time of reflection, a time of healing. In the silence that follows the storm, we find a profound sense of peace. This peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of joy, the affirmation of victory. It is the sweet sigh of relief after a long and arduous journey, the quiet celebration of a battle well fought. We have faced the storm, weathered its fury, and emerged stronger, wiser. We have wrestled with our doubts, confronted our fears, and proven our strength. We have endured the tempest, and now we bask in the calm that follows. This is the joy of victory, the fruit of our struggle, the reward of our perseverance. In the aftermath, we find the space to breathe, to rest, to heal. We find the time to reflect on the journey, to appreciate the struggles that have shaped us, the battles that have tested us. We find the opportunity to honor our victories, to celebrate our triumphs, to revel in our strength. In this moment of calm, we find the strength to continue the journey, to face new battles, to conquer new challenges. We find the courage to keep moving forward, to keep striving for victory, to keep fighting the good fight. In the aftermath, we find more than just peace. We find joy, we find strength, we find courage. We find the sweet reward of our struggle, the affirmation of our victory, the testament of our strength. And so as we stand in the aftermath, in the calm after the storm, we find peace. We find the joy of victory, the sweet sigh of relief, the quiet celebration of a battle well fought. And in this peace, we find the strength to face a new day, to continue the journey, to fight the good fight. In peace, we find the sweet reward of our struggle. We are more than conquerors, we are victors, we are warriors. This is the truth of who we are. We're not merely survivors, passing through the tempests of life unscathed. No, we're much more than that. We're conquerors, victors, warriors. We don't just endure the storm, we command it. We don't just survive, we thrive. We don't just conquer, we triumph. We are warriors, not because we always win, but because we never surrender. We are on a journey, a spiritual journey. Along this path, there will be trials, there will be tribulations. But remember, these trials are not to break us. They are there to shape us, to mold us, and to fortify us. They are not to weaken us, but to unveil our true strength. They are not to discourage us, but to show us that we can rise again, even from the ashes. Our strength is not measured by the battles we've won, but by the battles we've fought. Our valor is not determined by the trophies we've collected, but by the scars we've earned. Our victory is not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of resilience. We are not defined by the wars we've waged, but by the peace we've found amidst the chaos. We are not characterized by the pain we've endured, but by the joy we've discovered within it. We are not recognized by the wounds we've suffered, but by the healing we've embraced. So let's not fear the battles that lie ahead. Let's welcome them. Let's not dread the storms that will come. Let's command them. Let's not worry about the trials that will test us. Let's triumph over them. Remember, we are more than conquerors, we are victors, we are warriors, we are the masters of our fate, the captains of our souls. We are the authors of our story, the architects of our destiny. Satan has nothing on you. Before we part ways, remember this: you are not alone in this journey. You are surrounded by love, strength, and an indomitable spirit that refuses to buckle under the weight of adversity. Each of you, in your own unique way, have tapped into the power of prayer. You've journeyed through the battlegrounds of life, armed with the strength of Psalm 109. You faced your fears, confronted your adversaries, and emerged as spiritual warriors. In the face of those who wish for our downfall, we've stood tall, our voices resonating with the power of prayer. We've used our faith as a shield against negativity, our prayers as arrows piercing through the darkness. As we move forward, let's remember the strength we found within ourselves. Let's remember the power of our collective voices, united in prayer. Let's remember the victories we've claimed, the battles we've won, and the peace we've found. We've come a long way together, but our journey is far from over. There's more to learn, more to explore, and more battles to fight. But remember, you're not alone. As we part ways today, I want you to know that you are loved. You are appreciated. Your presence here, your participation, and your prayers have made a difference. So if you found some strength in our shared journey, if you found some solace in our prayers, I encourage you to share our journey with others. Let them join us in our spiritual warfare. Let them tap into the power of prayer. And remember, you're always welcome here. You're always part of the Spiritual Warriors family. So until we meet again, keep your faith strong, your prayers louder, and your spirit unbroken. I love you, I'm rooting for you, and remember, Satan has nothing on you.